Welcome back, everybody, to Chop It Up with Tony solo sessions again. The last episode was pretty good. Thank y'all for tuning in. Those who commented, those who shared, those who reached out afterwards, because I think people were kind of concerned about me not being loved, not feeling like I was loved enough, or whatever case be, or any of that nature. But trust me, I'm good. Thank y'all for expressing that, and I love y'all too. Uh, but the other thing that came about, and it was a good conversation I had, and a big question that came out, and because of this, it was a deep talk. But the big question that came out and asked was, have you felt like you've had to hide your struggles? And I think definitely, for sure, I'm a victim of hiding my struggles. I know people have hidden their struggles for sure. Now, why is that? Because it's human nature at times. I honestly don't want people to know what I'm going through. Um, Even with this, it's not me expressing of what I'm going through. It's just expressing of what I went through at times, and you know, hopefully, some what my thoughts are maybe someone else's thoughts, and help navigate of being better. Because it helped me, but it also too is you know talking to people about your struggles sometimes can have an overwhelming of anxiety as well. Um, Meaning, I mean, telling people you- when you tell people your struggles, what comes out of that is everyone's opinion, their specific opinion, and that right there is overwhelming because at the moment, I just want to express. I'm not interested in hearing people's opinions. But that's no disrespect of the person of sharing it because I'm welcome to receive it for sure. It's just those are the moments where there are some moments where you just want to express. I just want you to listen and I just need you to just nod your head and from that point on just support me and be behind my, you know, have my back. Those moments you just want that person to have your back, help you out if it need to be, and just listen at that time. I definitely want to hear different opinions, people's opinions, when it comes to am I what I'm feeling is right? Is it justified? Because I'm the type of person that yeah, I feel like I know I'm right. I'm hard headed of saying I know I'm going to be right. There's no other option, but having conversations with people does change my point of view and does change the the time where all right, I'm not right. I may not be right, and it's good. That's evolution. That's change. That's just understanding yourself. That's knowing that I'm not always right. I don't always have the right answers. I may have it at that time, but not every single time I have the right answer. Definitely don't. And just accepting that is a big thing. And it's a big help to better yourself, right? So hiding your struggles is like it's a lot. It really it's a lot. It's a stress. It's very stressful. It does give you hella anxiety because you, some people and sometimes in some situations you want them to know, but you truly just don't know how to let it out. You hold it in for too long, probably, and it's gone past you to the point where it's like it's too late now. I'm already in it. Just fucking let it ride. And it sucks. It sucks. And then you face the consequences that come about afterwards. And it's like, I, I have no one else, have no other person but to blame. It was myself. When should have expressed it at that time. I should have said something then, and I let it get past too long, and it's hurting me. Now it's hurting me. Now it's hurting the situation. Now it's affecting my life, and it will be affecting my life moving forward. That right there sucks ass. It truly sucks because you're not meaning to hide it. You're not meaning to not say something about it. It's just, how can you? How can you? And all that judgment, all the point of views that are about that situation, you're afraid to hear, and you're afraid to want to accept that. So hiding your struggles sometimes feels like you got to do it, because also too is because it's also too of like, it's your business. It's mine alone. I ain't, don't don't tell nobody. Growing up, growing up, having a parent that loves to express every goddamn thing, everything to people. Everybody know the business. Didn't get didn't even have a chance to say their side of things, because once you're able to start talking to somebody, man, everyone knows the situation already. And look, knowing that you have that is only going to be beneficial to your future. Only going to be beneficial to you just being able to take care of the things that are happening in your life, for sure. We That's why we go through these situations of when we're struggling. We go through these situations where we feel alone, when we're, afraid of someone's opinion, not ready to share with someone. And those are the things that come about in a mindset when someone's struggling with something. It's That happens a lot. That happens a lot. And that, with the struggles, it's like, you know, sometimes sometimes you be able to handle it head on, not worry about it, take care of it, and get it over with. But then there are times where you find yourself in a huge asshole. You find yourself in the dark. You find yourself not seeing the out. Now, how do you get yourself out of that? It's just one step at a time and one conversation at a time. At the end of the day, when we're all struggling with something, our life can only be easier when we say it out loud, we acknowledge what we're struggling with. And just keep one foot forward. One foot forward. The next day is going to be different. The next day is another day. You get a chance to make it better, to get out of the hole. The next day gives you another day, gives you another day. The worst thing someone can do is when they're going through this struggle is convince themselves that there's no out, convince themselves that there's no way of fixing this situation. And I know I put that in my mind before. I know for a fact that I've dealt with that before of convincing myself there ain't no other outcome but to just. But the one thing that convinces me and changes my mind off of that is just knowing who is it going to affect. One big key is leaving my wife alone, leaving her by herself to handle everything, leaving my kids knowing that their life has barely started. And realizing my life is that all of this is brand new territory. All the things that I'm going through is brand new territory for me because my parents, I definitely didn't follow the path of what my parents went through as a couple. My path and my struggles, I believe, are totally different, and I think some of that is a good thing in my mind because at least now my struggles is just what an actual family struggles with. Either it be finances, forgot for one thing's for sure. Everyone's dealing with that. But relationship things is one thing and understanding relationships, how to handle kids, how to manage their emotions. That's a damn struggle. And how to handle my own emotions. So those are different things. And those right there keep me in mind of understanding that don't cut my life short. Do not cut my life short. And the one thing about struggles is I would have to advise is don't feel like you have to handle it alone, you know? Don't feel like you have to handle any of your struggles by yourself. Us men, us men, yeah, we see it in the mind like we have to take care of it alone. But we're not alone. We're definitely not alone. You are for sure the person who are who's responsible of fixing what is the problem and what it is that you're struggling with. But to deal with it alone in the sense of just the stress of it, the actual mindset of it, the actual anxiety portion of it, that right there is where talking to someone, expressing it is going to help keep your mind, keep your mental health healthy to take care of it. Hands down, I think is a big key. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to express it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to just acknowledge that is even there, for one thing. This is where we get our heart attacks coming in from because we eternalize a lot of things and we sit there and keep it down deep and hidden to the point where it really affects our health, raises our blood pressure, messes with our health. That's how we get shingles as we get older. What I found out, so much stress and effect of that gets into our health streams, and that right there sucks ass. So try not to find different ways. I don't acknowledge drinking, but where I don't promote it, but I'm the type of person like give me a little glass of give it to my grandma. Give me a little glass of E&J with a little bit of Coke on there. Call it a day for me. Just be fine. Just take it easy. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't feel like you have to hide your sorrows in the bottom of a bottle. Don't. But having a sip of that bottle, it's not gonna hurt you. Life's hard already. Don't make it harder to feel like you're struggling alone. And those who have spouses like I do, you know, there are going to be times where you feel like it's hard to share. It's hard to share with them. It's hard to express with them. It's hard to tell them how you're truly feeling. But if you trust this person, if you chose this person, then you have to trust that they're there to listen and they're there to help you. They're there to steer you right because the one thing that they want in life is to make sure you're fine. They want to take care of you just as much as you want to take care of them. So if you're afraid to share that, then that's a question of understanding of where your relationship is. Where are you at in that relationship? Because that person is who you chose for the rest of your life to be your partner in crime through sickness and in health. So it's okay. And they're going to be there to let you know, look, I don't know how to handle this. I can understand that what you're going through is already hard enough, but whatever you decide, I'm here to support you. Having a person say that to you and having your better half say that to you gives you so much strength and so much encouragement to take a chance. I'm gonna go for it. I love that in my relationship. I love that with my wife. I appreciate that. And I'll say I'm sorry because I know, I know as a man, there are times where myself I don't I don't express. I don't. And there are times in my life I fall in this same circle from before. I keep it internal for too long. I keep it hidden for too long. And just let I let time just go by. And it becomes a big problem to the point where it does explode. And it's like, had I had said something in the beginning, yeah, it would have been a bad consequence, but at least we would have been able to get over it at that time. Me holding in so much for so long becomes a problem. And I can only blame myself and I can only be mad at myself for that. So don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Going through if you have that inner circle, express it. In your inner circle, there's gonna be people who are able to hear certain things, who are able to hear not certain things. Have yourself that inner circle. Being able to just have a conversation with someone, have the friendships, the family members, whoever, whatever case to be, whatever can get you through that struggle, use it, because holding everything in eternally is only going to just fill up that bottle, and it's just going to explode like it would like a Coca-Cola bottle when you shake it up for too much. It's what's going to happen. And it doesn't end well. It spills everywhere. It spills a lot into your life if you don't talk. So it's the only advice I can give, and only thing that I can continue to remind myself that going through some, say some. Stop letting it settle in. I did that all my life. Did that a lot as a kid, especially the bullshit that I went through. But I'm older now, I'm wiser now. This is why talking and communicating with someone, especially your person, is supposed to help you. Do it.